Hi guys, welcome to the video. So today we'll take a look on another game in Armies of Exigo, and this will be another matchup between Enya and Makrozerg. It's a small rematch from the previous video we saw, but this time they will actually have swapped races. So we are on the Hollowed Grounds map, another map from the original developers. And we have Enya, this time with Empire on the left side, and Makrozerg with Fallen on the right side. We see actually Enya going for an interesting front barracks immediately with one of the... Oh, actually, I think it was the first produced peasant, or maybe the first one, and he produced already a new one. I think it was maybe the one of the first 5 peasants you started with. So he's starting his barracks really early on and making them here. This map is kinda similar feature as the previous map, where you have like 2 different entrances, one from underground, one from surface, to your main base, or this time actually to your expansion. It's kinda reversed, but it's a similar system. But this map is unfortunately not 100% symmetrical, so it's not fully balanced, because on this side of the map, this position, the entrance from the underground is right into your base, while here on the top is basically under it. Yeah, so in both cases it's basically facing downwards, which is of course pretty advantageous on this position and really bad on this position. So there's a little bit of asymmetry. That's why this map is not that competitive. Unfortunately, this entrance that is used here is it's not possible to turn it around, so it would be facing also upwards here. So that's not really possible. But of course, still the map is really interesting. Offers lots of expansions and different ones. This one, for example, doesn't have any gems, but also there is nothing. Or actually, I think there is. No, there is no protection. Down here you have spiders, but there is also gems. And this one is also not protected, but it's only accessible by air, so those are like the different options you have here. Also the middle ones, but those are of course dangerous because they are in the front. In underground you don't have any expansions, but there is actually a way of getting some treasures, which looks like Enya will be going for. But it's heavily protected by phantoms and burning archers, so we have to be careful. But he managed to steal this. 400 gold, 100 wood, 100 gems. And Makrozerg was also trying to go for it. I mean, with one stinger, I don't think he would get it. With 2 stingers is possible, but with one, I don't think it's even possible. And if yes, you need like a really good micro and still need to be lucky as well. But looks like Enya will be stealing both of them with a swordsman. He has enough HP for that. So even though Makrozerg was also trying to do it, yeah, he's bringing more stingers there, 2 of them on each side. But even though he was also trying to do it, it was too late. Yeah, Suak is probably complaining here. I of course don't really understand what he's saying, but I think he was complaining about the map. And yeah, Makrozerg will come here and there is no treasure and he will still lose the units, so that's pretty terrible. He will try the same thing on the other side, I guess. And yeah, there is nothing here either, so he lost 4 stingers, and I got a ton of resources. And now Makrozerg is definitely behind. What the fuck, yeah, he's probably thinking that we removed it or something, but Enya was just faster. Suak is also nothing there as a spectator here. That's probably why he made actually the insanely early barracks. Yeah, both of them. So he could actually get the treasures, that's why he did it, I guess. And Fallen can't even do it that fast because you need to also get a deformer and stuff. So of course Makrozerg is now going for some push. Yeah, it's 800 gold, so it's like insane. Also the extra gems, really useful for Empire. And there is already 1 tower. I think the speeders could still squeeze through here maybe. But Enya is trying to buy some time with these swordsmen in the meantime. Of course, as I said, there is also this entrance, so Makrozerg could just go into underground, come out here with his spitters and go immediately for the villagers, but he's still 800 gold behind. And 200 gems and wood. So obviously there's already an expansion. Makrozerg is just starting with his first few units. So I think if we will ever put this map into some tournament map pool or something, we will definitely have to remove the treasures. That's just not really ideal design. And I mean, yeah, there is still this imbalance, but as I said, we can't really do anything about that. I guess it could be moved like to the left, then fully closed here, and you would have to go like around this way. But that's also not ideal. So lots of splitters. Second tower is upgrading, third tower is being built. even farm here, but that's kinda useless when there is no stingers. And he's still completely ignoring this threat. We can see there is even more neutral enemies here, but they are not protecting anything anymore. Unless they drop resources on death, but I don't think so. I think there are actually wyverns here that drop resources on death. Like 100 gold or something. Green worms. But I don't think these guys drop anything. But we can level on them basically, potentially. Temple, Elven Sanctuary, 3 towers. Macros are going for expansion as well. This is actually getting scouted by any swordsmen that are still somehow alive. And Macros are getting both Valkakun and Soul Trap. Which is also kinda interesting. He's still not really behind on population, which is interesting when he's 800 gold behind. And of course, Enya invested a lot of resources into all of his infrastructure as well. Forcing the swordsman here into the base of Makrozerg, who is gonna see what's happening here, but... I mean, Enya is gonna see what Makrozerg is doing, but question is how can he actually utilize that? His harvester might even die actually. Probably not, but... was kinda close. Of course he will heal up slowly. But if Enya checked the buildings, he knows there is Valkakun, so potentially air harassment. Soul Trap, but also lots of hives, so probably not like early nightmares with stingers. And matriarchs into push with so many hives is probably just to unlock like venom upgrade for spitters or something. Or more armor upgrades for guards. Of course Makrozerg knows he's heavily behind now, so he's trying to cheese it with air, but Enya should be prepared. I mean, he has one Phoenix. He is actually not making any tower. He's making towers in his main base, but nothing down here. But he's making second Elven Sanctuary, so he's definitely preparing for it. Also Elf Rangers now. Makrozerg crawling around here with his spitters towards the bottom side, probably trying to clear the spiders. But now his spitter died here, so I would expect him to start retreating, which he's actually doing. But there is already pikeman, not sure if he has trailblazing, but at least the pikeman can quickly surround the spitters and kill them on open field, especially when there is no stingers to stand in front of them. In front of the spitters, there is one guard already, but there is a phoenix as well. And one guard should actually have less damage than the healing you can produce with one priest, so even if he'll be targeting the priest, he won't even kill him, even though at least the priest won't be healing the other units. But as you can see, this was really quick. He just surrounded the spitters. And he goes for a push. And this should be pretty much GG unless there is grasp, but I don't think Makrozerg got that. There's also lots of phoenixes already to take care of this, and Makrozerg leaves. So yeah, I mean, interesting game, but wasn't really too fair, and I just got a huge resource boost in the beginning. So more of a fun demonstration of why original maps are usually not played that much. Of course, yeah, you can see the resources here, and they should be actually harvested. I don't think it should be counted here, but of course it's an expansion. But yeah, in general, pretty unusual. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one, so take care guys.